Thanks for joining us today. What we're looking at here is an 1800s Silver Town, or what remains of it. I'll be bringing you a few stories from the area. However, for this video, I'd like to primarily focus on this 1885 home and storefront and some of the tales it has to tell. Something I found absolutely enthralling, quite frankly, is this window display. As best as I can surmise, it doesn't seem that it's been touched since 1993. At least the best I can approximate. If you look at some of the products in the window, you'll see this 1993 inaugural Coca-Cola commemorative set here. And so that's the best date I can go off of. If you know anything about the window display, please do put it in the comments below. I first visited this town a little over 10 years ago, and this display was there and looks identical to what it looks like now. I'm actually really pleased to see it's still here, and for the most part, the town is weathering well. See, this area is what's referred to as a statutory town, or in reality, it's a living ghost town. It has very, very few full-time occupants. On the last census, it's going to tell you about 130 people live here, but maybe on the weekend, if you're lucky, I'd say maybe 20 to 40 people live here during the week on any given normal day. This area abounds with history, stories, and legends. One of the most well-known involves this building and its citizen, Clifford Griffin. According to the story, Clifford Griffin came from New York City, where he was raised. Mr. Griffin became engaged in New York, but his fiancée mysteriously died. It was the night before their wedding, and the tragedy was attributed to what was called unnamed causes, or what we might call nowadays natural causes, but some surmise it was suicide. Like many do to this day, Griffin decided to escape the painful memories by moving to the scenery of Colorado. He moved with his brother with the aim of forgetting everything, including his beloved. Eventually, he became the manager of the town's largest mine. He started his shift at what was considered a very generous time, 7:30 a.m. Later, the mine was locally called the 7:30 a.m. mine, and eventually it was officially renamed the 7:30 a.m. mine. Clifford was very loved by his staff and was considered to be very kind. Each Christmas, he was like the anti-Scrooge, buying each of his employees a goose for their families. On the 4th of July, he paid for every tab between the town of Silver Plume and Bakersville. He did this so the miners' staff could enjoy their holidays without spending their family's money. Clifford also spent a great deal of time entertaining the town as well. Almost nightly, he would climb to the top of the 730 mine and play his violin for the entire valley to hear. The sound would carry so well through the city that people stated it was like they could step outside and listen to a concert every evening. Legend has it, after a particularly beautiful recital, the residents heard a single gunshot ring out. Assuming the worst, the miners of the 730 raced up the trail to the entrance. Once there, they found Clifford Griffin shot through the heart in a shallow grave he had dug for himself. In the manager's office, a note was found. The note asked the residents of Silver Plume to leave him where he lay, because this is where he experienced the most happiness since his wife died. The town honored his request with this 10-foot-tall Gunnison granite monument in his honor, which still sits to this day directly on the spot where he dug his own grave. While I know that is a bit of a morbid tale, this area does have a lot more to offer in terms of things to see and stories to tell, which I look forward to bringing to you soon. Thanks again for watching, and please do like, comment, and subscribe.